Okay, let's get right into this. I want you to picture the scene. It's 2 a.m. The room is pitch black, dead silent, except for that cold, blue light of a phone screen lighting up a tired face. You're scrolling again. Another minute effortlessly turns into another lost hour. It's this gritty, all too familiar reality of late-night isolation. Look, you know you should be resting. You know perfectly well there are things you have to tackle tomorrow, but you're caught in the current, just letting the quiet hours of your life completely slip away into the digital void.
Welcome to this explainer, the architect of tomorrow, shaping future through habit. Listen carefully because I'm not here to just throw information at you. I'm here to hand you a blueprint. You are the architect of your tomorrow, shaping your entire future through habit. Every single choice you make in the dark today, in those quiet, unseen moments when nobody is watching, that's actively deciding your future. Every choice is a brick. You're either building a fortress or you're building a cage. So let's look at the foundation.
All right, part one, the silent trap. Let's talk about losing your potential.
You know that heavy, sinking feeling? You're staring out a window and you just feel entirely stuck. You have dreams for sure, but you're caught in this daily loop, wasting hours on social media, binge watching random videos you're gonna forget in 5 minutes anyway, going to sleep without a single goal, only to wake up and repeat the whole routine the next day. Here's the thing, failure rarely happens with some massive, loud crash. It happens silently. It happens the exact moment you trade your long-term goals for the fleeting, empty warmth of immediate comfort. This is the comfort-seeking cycle that traps so many brilliant students. It's a slow, quiet fade right into mediocrity.
And then, somewhere down the line, a day of reckoning actually comes. You look around and you're forced to ask yourself, why do you feel so lost, weak, and behind in life? I want you to just take a second. Let that sink in. That feeling of being behind, it's not an accident. It's the direct mathematical result of your daily loop. Your daily habits are quietly, ruthlessly shaping your future behind your back.
Moving on to part two, the myth of talent, or rather, why discipline always beats talent.
We constantly tell ourselves this comforting story that success requires natural gifts. When we see someone living the exact life we want, we instantly try to convince ourselves they have some magical trait we don't. It lets us off the hook. But the undeniable truth? Look at intelligence versus discipline. Intelligence without discipline is literally just a parked sports car with an empty gas tank. Sure, it looks amazing, but it's not going anywhere. It is the grit, the daily grind, the absolute refusal to quit when you're exhausted. That is what actually moves the needle.
Which brings us to part 3, the crossroads, choosing your path.
You have this massive potential sitting inside of you right now, but it's at war with a paralyzing addiction to comfort. You want success. You can almost feel the freedom. The desire for respect, for a life lived on your own terms, it literally burns inside of you.
But you avoid the hard work. You want the incredible view from the summit, but the exact second the sweat starts and the comfort ends, you retreat right back to the safety of the loop. To change the trajectory of this journey, there has to be a fundamental, aggressive shift. You have to stop seeking comfort and start seeking your long-term goals.
You want confidence. You want to walk into a room and just know your own worth. You want to speak up without second-guessing yourself, to look the world dead in the eye without that nagging, toxic inner voice of self-doubt. But you avoid challenges. And man, this is the brutal truth of it all. Dodging the hard path is exactly why your confidence is slowly disappearing. Confidence isn't some gift you're born with. It is a trophy you earn by surviving difficult things and proving to yourself that you can endure them. When your daily habits are just laziness, excuses, and procrastination, your self-respect literally dissolves.
Look at this contrast, wasting time daily versus wanting money. It is the tragic irony of our generation. You desire money, respect, and ultimate financial freedom, yet you actively set fire to the very currency needed to build it, your time. It's a profound contradiction, right? To crave ultimate freedom while voluntarily staying a prisoner to comfort.
I want you to burn this quote into your mind. Small habits repeated every day become your personality. Understand this clearly. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are actually becoming. If you practice laziness every day, you become a lazy person. If you practice making excuses, you become someone who shrinks from responsibility. Your procrastination is literally rewriting your identity.
All right, part 4, the climb. This is all about raw execution.
Because the story doesn't end in the trap. There is a way out. I want you to visualize a cinematic shift right now. The heavy rain stops. You're moving into the gym sessions where your lungs burn but you push through anyway. The late night study grinds, where the whole city is asleep but your desk lamp is on. This is where you forge your armor. Learning high-income skills, improving your communication, forcing yourself to read, pushing your body through daily exercise, staying absolutely locked in and focused. Yes, it's brutal. Yes, it takes energy. But the compounding interest on this daily grind is absolutely staggering. You're armoring your future self against failure.
And the ultimate weapon for this climb? It's sitting right there in the palm of your hand. Look at your phone. It represents a defining choice every single time you unlock it. It can either be your biggest distraction, an endless, scrolling time waster that eats your potential, or it can be a massively powerful learning tool. You literally have access to all the knowledge in human history. So how are you using it? It all comes down to one single number: 1 hour. Just 1 hour of ruthless, focused learning, completely isolated from all distractions, every single day. That alone can completely change the entire trajectory of your future in just a few short years. You don't have to overhaul your whole life overnight. You just need to claim 1 hour, protect it relentlessly, and use it to build.
Finally, part 5, the architect's reality, mastering your fate.
This is where you transition from being a victim of your impulses to the master of your fate. This is the emotional payoff. But to get there, you need to hear this. Stop waiting for motivation. Seriously, stop. Motivation is a complete myth. It's a fleeting emotion that will abandon you the exact moment things get tough, the moment it gets cold outside, the moment you feel a little tired. If you sit around waiting for motivation, you are going to wait forever. Action creates motivation, not the other way around.
So here are your next steps, your final blueprint. Build discipline, build skills, build an unbreakable mindset. This is how you finally shift from a comfort seeker into a relentless architect of your own life. You lay these bricks day by day. You no longer negotiate with your inner weakness. You just put your head down and build.
We've reached the peak of this climb. Your future will reflect the habits you choose today. The life you're going to live 5 years from now, it's being actively coded by the actions you are taking at this exact second. The choices you make today dictate your absolute reality tomorrow. There is no escaping this law of cause and effect. The documentary of your life is recording right now. So you really have to ask yourself, what habit are you choosing right now? This explainer ends here, but your life continues. The choice and the future is entirely yours.